Alright, removal, 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 removal. Let's go. BO5s today? I don't know. Who would I even play? I'm not even legend yet. I think it's actually worth it to get legend because on Twitch it tells people that you're legend, and so I'll get more views if I make it to legend. So I really should do that. Matt the Drast just subscribed for 37 months in a row. Welcome back 18 day, man. Appreciate the support. Eventually I want Dirty Rat to try and stop Doppelgangster, but AoE is more important. Shadowbolt's not bad, just to take down like Mana Tide, Flame Tongue, stuff like that. Colin Flannel just subscribed to Twitch Prime for 4 months. Rock back 18th, man. Appreciate the support. Tutus are really good against Shaman just to stop their totem development, man. Not good against the claws. Disaster 3X just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Welcome back 18th thing, man. Appreciate the support. Didn't say shut down all the development. It's like a big Void Walker. They even have like the same hand position and back arch. They like took Void Walker art and then made this. It's like the same image. Shaman doesn't have a board going into this late in the game. We're in a really good spot. Try and get at Doppelgangster. He has a giant taunt minion though, so I don't like it. Okay. Thought about it. We have Defile to clear the first two. So we should use the Dirty Rat a little bit later when we get more information. The only minion we really need to take out there is the Flame Tank. So the question becomes whether or not we want to tap or develop the Despicable Dreadlord. If we want a full board clear. We don't want a full board clear because the board's too weak to do that. And I don't want to tap because I always want to be, you know, expending my cards. Still has a big taunt minion, so Dirty Ratting's a little scary. I guess worst case you can twisting, so I think it's okay to just kind of see what's going on. That's in his deck. Might have been a little bit overuse of resources. Could have just Shadow Bolted the Flame Tongue. Okay. I did not expect that to be the Tom minion. That's good. He's already used 1 Jade Lightning, 2 Flame Tongues, and a Jade Gloss, so maybe he can't actually kill this. Not the best twisting in the world, but that's what we got.
Out of my jungle! My life is your shield.
We get the Dreadlord back that kills this guy, which is kind of nice, and we get a taunt. So at 18, Bloodlust, this goes there, and then we take 9 plus 6, which is only 15, so Bloodlust doesn't kill us. Small Binder Clips just subscribed for 11 months in a row. Welcome back to that game team thing, man. Appreciate the support.
You shall not pass.
That's a good top pick. Pop the Death Rattle, Twist the World. That was close. Drayman047 just subscribe. Welcome back here, Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Nayana Maviv just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Welcome back at Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support.
jungle hides many secrets.
I like going face so we try and set up lethal for next turn. I also like playing Elise because I like developing stats.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
That is one dead shaman.
Aloof Neladar.
We should change the deck command to. Oh, that's not nice. You should change the deck command to. I really don't like Potato Boy, so that's why I don't update my decks. That'd be more accurate. I'm pretty sure if Potato Boy didn't exist, all my decks would be up to date all the time. It would be perfect and everyone could net deck and the world would be in balance. But unfortunately, Potato Boy's in chat, man, so we can't update deck lists. Unlucky. Sorry guys. I feel bad. I really wish you didn't have to suffer through that, but there's nothing I can do. What could you run instead of the 4-mana Prince? Cut the 4-mana Prince and cut one Twisting Nether, put 2 Hellfires. I'll do it. Alright, he's still typing. I'm gonna ban him. It's alright, buddy. I'm gonna give you a timeout. Go sit in the corner, Potato Boy. You'll be okay. Don't worry. Every timeout you can come back. You'll be okay. Hopefully you take this time to think about what you've said. Realize your mistakes. And come back out of your timeout as a bigger man. I hope I can do that for you. Taking a chip off Potato Boy's block.
Someday I'll be just like you.
My hair looks different from what you remember. I haven't seen you here in forever, Frank Kirby. My hair used to be brown. It's no longer brown. It's okay just to kill this. It does a lot of damage, I don't want to let it stick around for that. Do people prefer blonde or pink Firebat? Depends on location, I don't know. On average, people prefer blonde more than pink. No one plays Water Elemental. I think it's okay just to clear this. I don't know. You're on Source Apprentice, so what cards are in this deck? We should learn. We should learn. He doesn't have Kirin Mage, but he should probably be playing a Secret Mage with Kirin Mage. petition for bright orange mohawk. I know, my girlfriend was pretty upset when I had pink hair. Her family is like really old-fashioned. I think that's how you say that. So when I had to go meet her family for the first time, and I had cotton candy pink hair, it was really awkward. Like, really awkward. So,
I'll be just like you.
I don't know. So she said I couldn't tie my hair again. I was like, that makes sense. So I'm okay with it, but shit. It's from Glyph. Let me meditate. Is that better or that's probably better for me? That's not worse. Oh, her family has like a pole barn. They live in the country, middle of nowhere. They're both retired. They're not the kind of people you'd think. Yeah, they seem like they'd be really cool and understand things. Like, they're nice people, but like that's not the first thing you assume. Secret from his deck. So it's going to be counterspell most of the time. Let's counterspell this. Not counterspell, so let it. But then we can afford to play this and just twisting it.
This jungle hides many secrets. This jungle hides.
We'll give him a
many
twisty.
secrets.
I was right all along.
I can never run for office. I don't think I was going to run for office.
We have many secrets.
He's already played one mere entity, so it's most likely counterspell, unfortunately for me. Sometimes it's not. Look at this. Do I need this Earthen Ring Farseer to win the game? No, I do not. So I want to try and maximize my life total for this guy. I don't think I need any other cards to win the game. I'm just going to stay at 30.
Unleash me.
I think you guys misunderstand what I was saying. I wasn't saying that as though that those are negative things. I'm just saying that those are the things. And it's negative for the circumstance where you have pink hair. Believe it or not, there are different types of people in the world. And they're not strictly better or worse, they're different. Poisonous. So we need to save an answer for Archmage Antonitis and or Big Guy. So we're gonna try and like hold on to this Twisting Nether and use it to answer the things that are large. Other than that, we're gonna play cards. He's gonna kill him, and he's gonna slowly die of fatigue. Seem less crabby today. That's odd because I'm extremely crabby, and that's why I banned Potato Man, or Boy, or Potato Child, or Potato Chip, or whatever the potato guy was.
I'm late. I'm late.
That's like a counterspell every time, which is unfortunate for us because we want to play Twisting Nether. It'd be hilarious if it's a third mirror entity though. So we gain more life by killing this because it's got the poison thing and can stop out Doomsday. This hits for 5 already. This has the potential to hit for 5, so we should give it the bigger one. I love hot chocolate, man. I got that. What was that? The like Ghirardelli hot chocolate stuff is so good. Good product. Really enjoy it. Not endorsed by them, but it's like an extra $1 compared to like the Swiss Miss hot chocolate brand, but the extra $1's worth it, man. Thoroughly enjoy it. Godiva hot chocolate? No, Godiva hot chocolate's too much. I don't. What kind of disposable income do you think I have? That's absolutely ridiculous. If you need that much money on your hot chocolate, then you're just not managing your money correctly. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Water, milk. You always go with milk. Who makes hot chocolate with water? What? You don't make hot chocolate with water. Gross. If you're doing that, then you've just lived your entire life wrong. I question your moral fiber if you're making hot chocolate with water. Toss a cinnamon stick and vanilla bean in your hot chocolate? I mean, if you got enough free time, I guess. Alright. You're one of those people that probably takes a bath if you're putting cinnamon sticks and vanilla bean in your hot chocolate. When it's time for a bath. No. Make hot chocolate with water? You do that before or after you're devil worshipping? Doesn't even make any sense, man. Yeah, we're gonna draw a card. Target but challenges. We use coil to set up things into files and spell power later. Doesn't play around swipe or anything to make that bump, so I'm not gonna make the bump for him. Push my 1 damage.
Your magic shall not
Play around that, I guess. Not really. Ever since Potato left, it just hasn't been the same.
Again, so kind of you to join me.
I don't know. I think he left because I hurt his peelings. Because he's a potato. It's probably the dumbest thing I've said in the past week.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
I have any intentions of running a business? Technically, a stream is a business.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
You are no fun.
Why did I think that was gonna do 4 at the end of that? I don't know. It sets up our twisting though, because he popped the ion. What's your 5-year plan? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were my boss. Right, Fox and Fart? Sorry, I didn't punch in my time clock or anything today. I should have called you and let you know I was going to start streaming and get all that out of the way beforehand. I already started. Sorry, boss. I'm trying to improve that in the future for you. I didn't realize you contacted me about my personal info through Twitch chat. But, appreciate you looking up on me, Chief. Alright, give me a Doomsayer. And make his 10-drop suck. 10-drop did suck. Still too good. We're gonna need to discuss this Thursday. What if I just time you out and pretend I didn't see that? Sorry, boss. You can't tell me what to do. Wouldn't it be great if your boss was in Twitch chat and you could just ban the shit out of him whenever you felt like it? Alright, that was a long timeout. How do I untime him out? That was kind of rude. Sorry, boss. / untimeout guy. There we go. Sorry, boss. Potato deserved it. We're not untiming out Potato. Fuck potatoes. I don't think I'm gonna win. I need Defile. Ramp into Jade, into Aya, into Bone Mare, into Medivh, into Ultimate Infestation in my face. That went suboptimally. Take this and have a nice day. There's a picture of ramen. Think. Cup soup.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, at least not particularly exciting against Rogue. Why would you assume a deleted comment was something racist? 99% of the time it's a link. I don't know. Maybe it says something about your character. Grievant, just subscribed for 7 months in a row. Welcome back to the Cave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. If we start worshipping Potato Boy, I will ban all of you. Don't test me. Lisa Max 67 just subscribed. Welcome to Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support.
Hey, you want to buy a funnel cake?
What? Undercity Huckster. This guy's playing a wacky deck. What deck currently plays Undercity? Like none, man. Like weird Nazoth rogues and weird tempo rogues. Sometimes just kind of jam one in.
So many possibilities.
I ain't talking.
Hmm.
I ain't talking.
You win this time.
I was hoping not to pull those because I didn't think those were in his deck. Inside he's playing Miracle Rogue with Undercity Hucksters. He's not playing Jade Rogue or Tempo Rogue. And that really caught me off guard. Why are people playing like weird mid-range decks? What else do I want in this deck? Probably Cabal Castrana in my 5 secret deck.
Jaina versus
Priest.
Anduin.
Flanders.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Vanwar Archaeologist Kirator Mage. No. That's not what I said. Deck. Open up your ears. Thank you. Sometimes you just gotta be a little hostile with it, and then it gets its shit together. If you're too lenient, the deck will just, it'll tear you apart. It won't listen to you at all. You gotta really control it. Secret. Now we want to draw Medivh Valet. You forgot Crystal Runners. Trishette. Did I really forget Crystal Runners?
Out of my jungle.
How many did I forget? This is exactly the card I wanted.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
But I'm not going to play it. Because it's actually not great here, and it opens up his Potion Madness. And I don't want Potion Madness doing dirty things. Turn into a sheep. Why did we trade into the sheep? That was a mistake.
Tazdingo! Yes!
I'm late. Quickly! I'm late.
Bad against home, you know. Not bad. It's okay. We're still playing around this Potion of Madness pretty aggressively because he's kept a card, and that's one of the cards he would keep. So I didn't want to play the Potion of Madness. That's why my plays were a little bit weird. Firebat loves shapes. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Are you insulting me? Who doesn't like shapes? Everything's made up of shapes. If they didn't exist, you wouldn't be able to see.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
You asked for it.
Double hot chocolate is okay. I hear Mana Worm's a good card. I hear going Mana Worm into Argonologist into Kirin Mage is pretty sweet. I wish I was against opponents like that last game. Well, you might have played into Potion of Madness and lost. That'd be tricky. I think playing 2 Mana Worms is better than playing 1. Am I your favorite shape? I don't know what a fried Kirby looks like. Oh, you're a frying Kirby. You're the one cooking. For some reason, my mind immediately jumped to a fried Kirby. And, I guess it'd be like a weird, blurry oval. And I was gonna say no.
An incredible display.
I think I'm gonna win this game, guys.
Job's done.
I think I might win. The shape of this hand is my favorite shape. Shape is just pure good.
We have many secrets.
I found it first.
The shape of this curve, it's beautiful. My hand's got a body like a back road, man. I don't know any of the words to that song. You lose, you're bad. Thanks, Doodoo Pappy. I appreciate your vote of confidence. I'll make sure to lose this game for you. You're definitely right. There's no way I could ever win from this position.
We have many
I was clearly out of line.
for Dalaran.
I found it first.
I'm even gonna... I didn't even play around my control deck right now. I think Doodoo Pappy is a Potato Boy Smurf. He came back.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
For Dalaran.
Why am I still playing? Because I won, man. I was trying to have a good time to play a game, Doodoo Pappy. Why are you trying to make fun of me, man? It's not nice. Any substitutions for Medivh's Valet? Not really. It's a broken card that this deck tries to utilize very effectively. We run 5 secrets, so you probably want to play Medivh's Valet.
Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
You asked for it.
Manwar Archaeologist and Kirator Mage are the only cards you want, and you want to get them every time. Draw Manwar, win game. Here we go. Channel your energy. No. Using the coin for 2 damage is not as good as what it could be.
An incredible discovery.
I don't have Medusa. Like, can I replace it with Gargoyle? You can replace it with Deathwing and Deathwing Dragonlord for all I care. You can do whatever you want, dude. You have freedom. Live your life.
We have many secrets.
You can play any card you want to play, dude. Dream big. Don't just dream Galactic Crawler. You have all the options in the world and you want to play Galactic Crawler? What does that say about you? You could put in Prince Malchazar and you're going to choose to put in Galactic Crawler. I mean, if you want, go for it, buddy. That's on you.
I'm late. I'm late. I got it first.
Levish!
The land serves me. What to do?
This is one bitter Hydra.
I got it first. Quickly.
Yeah. Alright, let me add time about. That's funny though. There's people saying, like, people were typing, like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate that, and then I love this, and then a guy said, I love potatoes, and I just timed him out instantly. It's the whole potato boy thing. I realize there's, like, 10 people in here that understand what's going on with that. But those 10 people, I'm sure, really enjoyed that. Kill my opponent. Sure. I already have a spellbender. A vaporize is not gonna help me. So we're gonna use Blizzard and try and push damages with the Blizzard.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I got it first.
I'm gonna try and kill him with our Firelance portal. Disco Card Shark just subscribed for 5 months in a row. Appreciate the continued support. Why back here, Team Day Man. Where did this deck idea come from? There was an Asian guy on Twitter that posted a deck list with Bittertide Hydras and a Mage, and I was like, that seems pretty good. And then I changed like 5 or 6 cards and started playing Bittertide Hydra Tempo Mage. Every day I've had above 80% win rate with this deck, man. I think it's good. But people think Mage is bad, and people think Tempo Mage is also a bad archetype. And people in the championship bring, like, Death Knight Mage, which is just an awful deck. I expect to see that deck just lose a lot of games. It's really good if people play really badly against it, but what deck isn't, you know? I don't know, I'm not thrilled about a lot of the decks in Summer Championships. I think it's one of the weakest championships we've had. A lot of the decks seem terrible. What would you cut to put in Flame Waker if you're going to run this deck in Wild? This does not have enough cheap spells to support Flame Waker. It doesn't have enough cheap spells to support Archmage Hansonitis. You'd have to run a different deck. That was close.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Eight taunts are big, so it's nice and defensive, even without freezing. It helps protect a Hydra.
My thoughts are plagued.
Ultimate Infestation.
Your magic shall
Oh
not
god,
save you.
that's scarier than Ultimate.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
An incredible discovery!
Uh-oh. It's Ice Block. Don't kill me! You need second swipe.
Engaging TC.
Yeah.
Enter
This
this
game.
taker. Engaging TC.
You win. I can rest now.
300% win rate. Saving all the pandas.
You asked for it.
Man, we're marking now just Kirintor Mage. That's all you keep. No, you don't keep Medivh's Valet. Every matchup, Mana Worm, Arcanologist, Kirintor Mage. Every matchup. Including this one. And the next one. And the next one. No, you don't keep Medivh's Valet. I played this deck for like 8 hours, and I think I answered that question over 100 times. No, you do not keep Medivh's Valet. You still don't keep Medivh's Valet. Trust me. I'm not lying to you. Don't kill it. Why am I so good? Do you keep Medivh's Valet? No. No, Brad Bravely, we do not keep Medivh's Valet.
We have many secrets.
If I replace my Medivh's Valets with Death Wings, do I keep those? No. You don't keep Medivh's Valet even if it's a Death Wing. So I'm saying there's a chance we keep... There's a chance, and that chance is 0.
I'm late. I'm late.
When would you keep Medivh's Valet and why? Alright, guys. If your hand is Mana Worm, Arcanologist, Kirintor Mage, and you're on the coin so you get a 4th card, then you can keep Medivh's Valet. But only then. But only then. So we do keep Medivh's Valet. Hey, I mean, there's one time out of a lot of times, but for the most part, you don't keep it. Yeah, see, it's easier to say you never keep it, because now we muddy the waters, man.
I'm late. I'm late. Quickly.
We're dying. Very quickly. This isn't good. Why Firebat doesn't do coaching part 2. That's basically what just happened.
I'm late. Quickly. I'm late.
No, you don't keep Medivh's Valet. No, seriously. I don't think I can be any more clear with this right now. There's no other way I can really paint this picture. Do I need to write it down? Like, it's just... I think becoming a streamer has really made me appreciate people that are teachers, because people ask me questions and I have to answer them. It's hard. It's really hard. It sounds easy in concept, but try it sometime. You'd think it would be easy. And you'd be wrong. Flame Strike. Nope. Alley Armor Smith. Whatcha?
You can't hide from me.
We've used 2 glyphs. There's no instant heals in our deck. He may trade with this. Sharglodhund, just subscribe to Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. First loss. We should have kept Medivh's Valet. I guess we should have just kept Medivh's Valet. I think Rain had made a video about this, and it involved, like, Snickers bars or some kind of candy. Oh, it was Kit Kat bars, I think, and it was like he was trying to explain like situational something in probability. I don't know, it just makes me think of candy. Manworm, Arcanologist, Curator Mage. Nominatives Valet!
Oh, it is on.
Well, maybe the Primordial Glyph though. We got the Manworm already. I mean, it's not as good as Arcanine, but it's okay enough because we got the worm already, so I'm gonna keep it. Just broke my own mulligan code. Some rules are meant to be broken. Sometimes your mulligan's a little bit like the pirate's code. More like guidelines. Hard mulligan for Valet. That's the mulligan strategy. Just hard mulligan for Valet every game. That'll work. We want to kill him. This does 0 damage. This does 0 damage. That is 10 damage. Sometimes 11 if this guy is still around. But I don't think he will be. But Quest Mage oftentimes does not run Frostbolt. So as long as he doesn't glyph a Frostbolt. It'll be okay.
Job's done.
It'll be okay.
I'm late.
We want to play the biggest minion and go face every turn. We don't need to trade with his minions because when he completes the quest, he'll do infinite damage to our face. We just want to do as much damage to his face as possible. Because we can't outlive infinite.
You want to cast a spell?
That's a random secret. So...
Quickly.
Tech for barrier vaporize. So it needs to be Mirror Entity, Potion of Polymorph, Spellbender, Ice Block, or Frozen Clone. So we're gonna play this.
An incredible discovery.
Job's done.
Thank you.
I think this is better than giving him a Medivh's Valet that he could use to remove my minions. I don't care if he draws his Ice Blocks that much. Because we should be able to kill him through 2 Ice Blocks fast enough with our current hand.
An incredible discovery.
I just don't want him Medivh's Valeting all my minions, you know? Yeah, 10 cards.
An incredible discovery.
We may need to kill these because he might be able to just kill us with them. Nah, he'll do trading and we'll probably be fine. I don't know. It's a pretty juicy meteor, so there's the potential to be meteor this. Or we could just launch everything face. But I like meteoring so he can have good trains. Everything that I've said this game, I've actually went against. The game's not as linear as we'd like to make it out to be. You gotta take some twists and turns here and there. So you just space rock that board. Alright, we still set up lethal for the Pyroblast turn, which is nice. Even if he freezes our board, so it might be some unexpected burst.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I'm late. I'm late.
Pyroblast.
I hope you like my invention.
Alright, he needs to play some secret, or some spell for 2, which he's used 2 glyphs, so he doesn't have any, to break the counter spell. I'm going to develop the ice block. Valet, setup lethal, best card in the game. I guess we should keep it off the mulligan every time.
You win this.
Enter table, win game. I think we keep it off the mulligan sometimes, man. We're not keeping the valet off the mulligan. It's see, that's why you don't keep it off the mulligan, because it's good in the late game. You see that? Late game value. Zalay would let us keep the valet? No way. Zalay is the most rigid player in the game. If you look at playstyles, Zalay has about 0% creativity in his playstyle. He just does whatever is statistically supposed to be the best every time. He plays like a robot. He would never keep valet. And that's why Zalay wins things. Manworm, Argonauts, Kirin Mage. We got 2 out of the 3. We're in terrific shape to beat up some Dark Matter 7. Zalay burn? I don't know if it's a Zalay burn. It's online. It's not really a burn though, because it's just like certain people think about things in certain ways and they have different ups and downs. Like there's definitely an up to thinking like a robot and playing whatever's supposed to be statistically best and not really relying on or trusting your hand reads as much.
We have many secrets.
There's also a downside to that. You don't do as many creative things. Upside, you do like the simple play, which is usually the correct play more often. Sick read on the counterspell by Dark Matter 7. Power Word Shield's my guy. If that wasn't counterspell, he would be in a horrible position. He just knew. Eat my Hydra. We have 2 fireballs and Hydra hit him for 8. This is a dead priest. I watched your best of 5 versus Zalay with both streams simultaneously, and he was like, yeah, Firebat's gonna overcomplicate his reads, so I'll just play this to confuse him. Yeah. There's advantages and disadvantages to oversimplifying or overcomplicating the game. I think finding the balance between those two is what, leads to success. I think the player that probably does that the best is Pavel, where he'll do really wacky creative things sometimes, but a lot of the times he just kind of stays on the standard game plan. That's probably why he has just an absurd win rate. Five and 1. We're doing it. Am I going to be casting more? You're by far my favorite caster. I'll be doing the Trinity series again, and I'll be casting the finals of the October Brawl.
None can escape my fury.
So that'd be fun. It's kind of cool. For October Brawl, like I said that I was busy during the dates and I couldn't cast it, and then they came back to me and said, no, we want exclusively you to cast it. We really need you, man. And I was like, okay, fine. That's pretty sweet when Blizzard's like, no, we really want you. That felt good, man. Made me happy. Well, I didn't say, okay, fine, I guess I'm not busy. I moved some stuff around. We made it happen. Chaku. The collector.
We have many secrets.
I found it first.
Love your view of October Brawl. You were very complimentary to Frodan in your decks. I'm pretty sure Frodan's just really good. I could say anything and Frodan will find some way to work in tandem with it, which is why casting with Frodan's great. I could just say Blue Chicken, Orange Sky, and Yellow River, and then he would just connect all of that together, and it would just be like, wow, Firebat's a genius. And it's like, it's just all Frodan. Yeah, like, you don't even have to try. Casting with Frodan's easy. You can just do whatever you want, and he just makes it seem like something that's good.
We have many secrets for Dalaran.
About Deck Doctor, how is it scheduled these times? I'm not really sure the new current Deck Doctor schedule. I just finished doing the Twin Lab Akicard Blue Team Performance promotion. It was 8 weeks long for the Super Deck Doctors. So we're going back to original Deck Doctors now. And, asking them what they thought of the promotion and stuff and going from there. It's kind of a weird company to take a venture into esports promotion. So I'm not so sure that they want to continue doing it after the 8 weeks. They're more just doing like research on the market and the potential of investing in the market rather than actually, fully committing to it. So more just a wait and see kind of thing.
Quickly.
Also, yeah, we were kind of experimenting with the random guest format and seeing if people like that more or less. And there, you can look at like viewership stuff and trends to see what happened with that, and maybe do a poll, I guess, and see if would just like do a Twitter poll, see what people thought about the random guests. What's going on with that? Give me that meteor. Hydra into Meteor is a beautiful thing. Because you play Hydra, they ignore it. You Meteor their shit, they concede. I love it. He has the second best Meteor positioning. Alright, it's good here, guys. It's good here.
You are on fire.
Doesn't mean you keep it off the mulligan, though. This is not the mulligan. This is turn 6. I really liked the last guest, yeah, for the shaman thing. But yeah, some of the guests like are really stuck in their opinions on their deck, and I try and change like one card, and they get offended, and it makes it really hard to edit the deck if I can't change any of the cards. Ho ho ho! Bayusa Kusho just subscribed to Twitch. I'm on the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. He didn't bone mare me. Haha. Burn spell. Here we go. Thank you. GG, I love Hearthstone. Why did Counterspell trigger and not Spellbender? Because Counterspell overwrites any ordering on the secrets and always triggers first. I don't know why. Logically, it makes no sense compared to how the secrets work in other classes and in other respects in this game. But Counterspell's just weird. Paladin secrets work depending on how you've played them and what order. And mage secrets just do whatever the hell they want.
You asked for it.
You know why my draws are really good? Because the only cards I keep are Mana Worm, Arcanologist, and Kirin Mage, and not Medivh's Filet. So I get Arcanologist, Kirin a lot. And I win those games a lot of the time.
Job done.
A lot of people keep things like Glyph, they keep Medivh's Valet, they keep Arcane Intellect, and then you lower your chance of doing this, and doing this wins the game. So you want to do it a lot. I do it almost every game. Hearthstone's that simple sometimes, man. Do you run apprentices in this deck? No, I do not run apprentices because I think 3/2s are too flimsy. And we don't have enough card draw to support such a weak card.
I'll take that.
Alright, it's not weak. Low impact would be a better term. I want to get Counterspell into his turn 5 because this is Nourish turn. If he's not playing that card, then I'm excited. Excitement. Alright. Ooh. Do we need card draw with this hand? That's the question. Arcane Intellect's fantastic because we can play it now. Pyroblast is really good because it can kill him. We have 6 into 7 into 8. We don't need card draw. We need firepower.
Excuse me, you are on
So yeah, fuck card draw. Even though it would have been able to be played immediately, this can be played later for higher impact. I like it. I don't know why no one else plays Meteor in Tempo Mage, but Meteor is freaking good. If you're ahead on the board, they have to develop into it sometimes, especially if they have secrets shutting down their spells. If they develop a minion into it, you Meteor him and punch him in the face. It's just like another fireball. I love it. More firepower. That's why we didn't take Arcane Intellect. Alright, I need 1 damage more. And 10 to the face. Alright. What is their score? Like 7-1 now? I don't know. We're doing good, team. Overall, this season with Tempo Mage, I am 44-9 total. With Tempo Mage. Rocking us a beautiful 83% win rate. And I have played every game pretty much exactly the same way.
Watch.
And it's a very simple play style. You can do it.
For it.
Your mom could do it. The key part is stop keeping Medivh's Valet. Curator Mage, Arcanologist, Mana Worm. That's it. It's that easy, guys. Look at this. I got Arcanologist, Curator Mage again. You know why? I didn't keep Medivh's Valet. Just because it costs 2 doesn't mean it's good. It's a late game card. Alright, now we draw Mana Worm. Mana Worm, Mana Worm. Yeah, you just give it a little bit of a chance and you summon it from the ground. Alright, now let's ask ourselves, what's better, a 4-3 or a 2-3? I'm getting this out better now.
Secret.
We lose the coin, right? But that's not the worst deal. We can play the 2-3 next turn. Net gain 4 damage. I think that's worth the coin. Otherwise, we're saving the coin for maybe like spiking a 5. We don't want to spike a 5 because we want to play a second Kirin Tor on 4 anyway. So we get stuck in our hand, I think.
So many options.
Maybe the upside of top decking another secret too.
Job's done. Trust the pirate's code.
He drew patches. If we had Medivh's Valet here, dude, we'd be in a much better spot.
We have many
I'm not in a good spot.
Someday I'll be just
Alright.
like you. I'm late.
He has to kind of trade minions on board because we have Spellbinder and Counterspell. So that's kind of nice. $11 damage, 19 life. We're almost there. Another Glyph Pyroblast, he's dead. Ooh. 0 mana, counterspell. That's pretty strong. No Vilespine Slayer, please.
So many options.
I'm in charge now. Ha, this guy's toast.
Good. Face tank it, yes. Trade more minions for some reason, yes. Extra trade to preserve his 3/2. Trade 2/2s instead of 1 3/2. Now that's what we call dumb.
Take heart.
Karen!
Mother's near.
The fuck? Well, we're not outvaluing that, so let's kill him. 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 damage off lethal.
I wonder.
We're not gonna make it. We need a freeze or a get enough burn. Fireland's Portal's not an out if we use the Frostbolt, but I mean if we don't use the Fireball. So we have 9, then we play Mirror Entity and we play this. 5, 1, then we push 2. So it makes up for the loss of pings. But down to 11. Nah. Then Frostbolt, Fireball, double Medivh's Valet routes then. If we just launch a Fireball though, then we have less odds of being able to recover a board position. So I think we want to set up so the worst case we can still just recover a board position.
I'm late.
Because we might be able to just Fireball this guy, freeze another guy, and push the board face. So I want to set it for that instance. And so we can also go Fireball on this guy, push 7 to the face, and then Frostbolt the face to push 10 to the face, then play Arcane Intellect. No. We can't play Arcane like to end the burn. Creating the second Firelands portal as an out doesn't seem as good as setting up to possibly control the board. So I like trying to control that board.
Choose two.
Alright, so let's fight this board down then. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But we could freeze this. We could also freeze this, take the trade that way. Do they run Cold Blood? 8, 9? One Cold Blood's not enough if we make this trade. So let's make this trade, push this face, pull her out our Murlocs, which is none. Freeze this guy. So Cold Blood's one off. Pink face set up Fireball to be lethal. No Leroy. I do have Spellbender, which stops Cold Blood actually. But it could like play another one. I don't know. Now we get our talk, Reaper. We need any spell for lethal. Ooh, didn't play around your entity correctly. He didn't expect it.
Choose two. I get.
Boom! More winning all the time. Current win rate with Mage for this season. We are currently at 45-9. As a percent, we're at about 83% win rate with Mage. It's probably the easiest deck I've ever played. Most of my turns are extremely simple. So if you want to rank up really fast, I recommend playing this Mage deck.
You asked for it.
It's really easy. We play a lot of good cards, and we mulligan for them, like Mana Worm, Arcanologist, and Curator Mage. People that tell you to keep Frostbolt are wrong. People that tell you to keep Glyph are sometimes correct, but most of the time wrong. And it's as easy as that. Alright, we got Arcanologist, but no Mana Worm or Curator Mage, so it's not as good. There's no plus health that he can give it. We should get the Arcanologist out there. The Zoo's a weird matchup that I haven't played before. I believe we're super unfavored versus Zoo because he just constantly spams threats and we don't have any AoE. So this is going to be a tough matchup. Interestingly enough. It's real good when he taps. I'm gonna throw this out naked, because we just need to get stuff in play. Against Zoo especially. Now we can clear his guy because of that.
Right away.
I don't need to Frostbolt his guy. I can just kill it next turn, so I want to set up something to activate this Medivh's Valet and get the tempo back. So I'm going to use this secret and then be able to Medivh's Valet. If he bumps back, we can just trade in, or we can just ping.
I'm in charge now.
Well, now we can't get our Medivh spell out, unfortunately.
Right away.
Leaving this guy up going into his turn 5 is a little dicey, but he did Soulfire with only 2 cards in hand, so he probably doesn't have Doom Guard. You usually don't take that 50-50 risk to discard your Doom Guard. That's in his deck.
Speak your peace.
Excuse me, you are on
Okay.
fire.
Let's take some nice trades next turn, set up for this beautiful meteor, and blow them all up. Yes, trading. You have a taunt that stops my attacks from accomplishing anything, yet you trade. I love it. This removes like all the power from play, and we can meteor if something bigger comes out. I want to have like meteor to answer a real threat. He hasn't played anything that costs more than 3 yet, so eventually he's gonna play like Doom Guards or 4-drops, you know, and that's when we could get the meteor activation going on.
Speak your peace.
Or he's just gonna continue playing smaller minions. Uh-oh. Seven. Hydra's a little dicey. Okay. Cone of Cold just to freeze some things. I mean, it's the closest thing we got to AoE. Violent Sport is also not bad.
What to do?
I don't want to take too much more damage, man. If I hit AoE off this, I just win. Let me set up a Blizzard too, kinda.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Counterspell's not gonna be great. This feels like no spells left too, man.
Truth is found in death.
There's your boy.
Of the frozen waste.
The Lich King. Obliterate. What secrets are you running? It's a secret, man. You can't tell you with my secrets. They're secrets. Come on, man. What are you thinking, dog? Ooh, Bone Man. Okay.
I wonder. Many secrets.
I don't know if we're gonna win, man. I don't think we can exhaust this hero.
Who dares summon me?
He's almost in fatigue. Maybe we were supposed to more aggressively push the Hydra earlier, dude.
Who dares summon me?
Oh, dude. What? Unlucky. Why no counterspell? Because you cannot play multiple counterspells at the same time. I could have won that, I think. I think I fucked that game up. We're down to 82% because we suck. 45 and 10. Turns out Zoo's good, guys. I think I want to try some Zoo. Zoo performs really well against my deck for sure. But does it perform well against the general metagame? I don't know. missing a card. I only have 29 cards. I thought that was the last one. The random Siphon Soul. No one expects Siphon Soul from Zoo. Sometimes you get them. I don't really know what to play in Zoo. Just kind of feeling it out a little bit.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Damn it. I was supposed to not draw patches. Unlucky. God damn it, I hate playing patches decks. You have to play patches and then you draw it sometimes. And it's sad. 83% win rate, lose a game and switch classes. Well, I mean, I'm low ranks just kind of messing around. I am versing legend players almost every game. I can tell because they usually have the legend card back. But it's the beginning of the season. And I don't want to just play mage all day, dude. I'll get bored. So, I try and, you know, keep it fresh. Fresh. Zacchus. We have the board.
This guy's
Is there any way to make Freeze Shaman consistent? What are you talking about? It is consistent. It consistently loses. Yeah.
Trust the pirates.
Why did you stop Mage? I played 10 Mage games, I think, and I went 9-1. No, I went 9-2. I went 8-2, and I got bored of Mage. I don't know. Sometimes I like to play other things, man. I think Mage is really good. I think I played a lot of Mage in the last 2 days. But now I want to play other things. Experience my life. Don't judge me.
The light protects me.
Ha, this guy's toast.
I fight.
I want to play a 3-3 because 3-3 challenges guy 1-5 do not.
I wonder.
Truth is found in death.
Thank you, Formula 9. I appreciate that, man. I felt so cringy during the October broadcasting. It's really awkward a little bit. I threw a card at Frodan's face. I didn't tell him I was going to do it or anything. I was just going to see how he would react to that. He reacted to that pretty good. But I don't know, it's still a little cringy. Like, that wasn't like a planned bit or anything. I was just like, I'm going to see if I can throw a card at his face and see if it'll look cool.
I fight.
It didn't look as cool as I wanted it to look. It felt awkward. We're gonna need removal. gonna draw Doomguard soon, unfortunately.
The light protects me.
Three, four, five plus. GG, I love Hearthstone. The zoo feels awful, man. Well, that feels good. That feels a lot better than previously.
I fight.
But I just need to stay alive till eventually I find the Death Knight, so trying to take the value trade seems a bit greedy. The random Siphon Soul! That's gonna be super handy for staying alive, guys. How good do I think Zulak is in a tournament set? Game 1 of Zulak, man. I haven't really played it out a lot. I'm just figuring that out. I'll let you know how it goes, Chief. Report back with my data. I want to use Soulfire because I could draw Doomguard. I got 2 Doomguards in here, man. I also have the Death Knight, and if I draw that, I want to play it. That's big. Oh, shit. We're dead. This deck. The zoo feels bad. I'm pretty sure the guy just drew well against me. I tried some weird things in this zoo deck too, and they didn't draw any of them. I just drew all the standard cards, and the standard core cards seem bad. Maybe he'll trade his 7/6 into the 5/6, and then we'll draw the guy, the Death Knight. No, not 44 and 9 with Mage, guys. It's not actually that good. You give me too much credit. It's 45 and 10. Much worse than 44 and 9. Honestly, it's not like it. For the low ranks. We're alive, but we're dead. Spellbreaker doesn't help me, does it?
You win this time.
Zoo feels like bad tempo rogue. Zoo sucks.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
You asked for it.
Alright, so back to Mage. Just a recap of what we've learned from playing Mage. If you want to get above 80% win rate as Mage, the only cards you keep off the mulligan are Manowar, Market Knowledge, and Curator Mage. It's that easy. And then you go Mana Worm, Arcanologist, Guarantor Mage. Not Medivh's Valet. Don't keep Medivh's Valet. He's Firebat in any tournaments recently. I haven't really played too many tournaments. Last real tournament I played was the Hearthstone Global Games. I represented Team USA. That was a little bit earlier on in this year. And we took 4th place for Team USA, which was pretty sweet. I felt like
Incredible discovery.
we did pretty good. Shall I 07 just subscribe with Twitch Prime? Welcome back, Hip Team thing. So I don't know if I want to play another tournament anytime soon because like you know,
I found it first.
if I play another major, I might hurt my win rate. Because right now, I'm just fucking killing it. 4th place in the only tournament I played is sick. Because there's like a huge tournament. We just took 4th in it. So it's like, if I want to play more, man, I'm going to hurt my win rate in the future. Alright, let's try and get the Nourish countered. Play Nourish. Play it. No, you. It's still not bad for me. That's still just dandy.
Excuse me.
You know, we get some more secrets out there. What are you gonna play now? I got every secret for every card. This way, we don't have to use our burn. We're changing a meteor into a fireball. It's like we're running 4 fireballs in our deck. It's crazy. And we don't want to play minion because we don't want to play Mind Control Tech. It's a common 2 of and Jade Druids at the moment. We don't have to worry about the other guy though, the thing with the stuff that makes the scarab guys because we can cast 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're close.
Right away.
Do we care about Mind Control Tech now? Can we afford to play around Mind Control Tech?
Right away.
We play all the minions. Mind Control Tech isn't that bad.
We have many secrets.
If I didn't take the 3/6, it's fine. And then we still got some development going on. If he has Innervate and then Unleash the trees, we're in trouble. He don't got it.
I'll take that.
Shut down them spells. You ain't removing anything.
I can see.
Get out of here. Boom! Stop playing Warlock, start playing Mage, start winning. Easy formula to success. Alright. You guys keep asking about the deck. And this deck list, I will share it for Potato Boy. He's the guy that complained about my deck lists not being seen repeatedly, so I banned him. So in the spirit of Potato Boy, I am sharing the deck list. He doesn't get to see it because he's banned, but everybody else can see it. Had to be there. So, if I'm gonna just kind of like go over what the deck does, we run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 secrets. So you can justify keeping Curator Mage off the mole because you have 7 activations for secrets counting the Arcanologist. So you pretty much always have a secret on 3 to play with Curator Mage, and it's broken because you go Curator Mage secret on 3 every time. So since you're doing that every time, you just want the other cards to be these things and nothing else. Not Medivh's Valet because that comes out later in the game. It costs 2, but you don't want to play it on 2. And then other than that, you play a bunch of secrets and then play Hydra. They can't kill the Hydra because you have Spellbinders and counter spells up. It punches them in the face and they die. You play Meteor after you play Hydra because they ignore the Hydra because there's a bunch of secrets up and they can't kill the Hydra, so they develop into the Hydra. And if they do that, then you Meteor it. They're minions that they developed, and then the Hydra punches them in the face, and now they have no minions because the Meteor there's still a Hydra, and they still haven't dealt with the secrets that are in place protecting the Hydra, and they're fucked. That's the concept. Other than that, you have Firelands Portal because it's a good card, and we run Lich King instead of the more popular Archmage Antonidas because we don't often have a lot of cards in our hand going into the late game because we don't run Acolyte of Pain, a typical card in the Temple Mage builds, because I don't care about drawing cards because I run enough secrets to where that I just almost always have an activator for Kirin Mage anyway, so fuck card draw. Let's play cards to kill him. I don't need to draw more cards if my cards already kill him. So that's why we play Lich King instead of Archmage Antonidas. Those are the common questions people ask. So I explained Meteor, I explained Lich King, I explained Hydra, I explained two Spellbenders, and those are the only weird cards. So I think everything else is just standard good cards in Temple Mage. And the mulligan strategy for this deck is Mana Worm, Arcanologist, Kirin Mage. That's it. Stop keeping Medivh's Valet. Every time you're about to keep Medivh's Valet, just remember, Firebat says no, and then you'll be able to figure out what to do.
The light shall bring victory.
Maybe Bone Mare is better than Lich King. No. Because Lich King is more flexible than Bone Mare. Bone Mare only works when you have the board, whereas Lich King works when you don't have the board. It can be used as a defensive opportunity to ignore their board and then launch all of the burn at their noggin, which is great. So, are any of these cards Mana Worm, Arcanologist, or Kirin Mage? The answer is no, so we're mulligan all of them. This is my third time versus Dark Matter 7. Dark Matter 7. Bone Mare is 4 burst, but you don't always have board. If you have board with this deck, your opponent is dead. Then HS just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support.
An incredible discovery.
Is Bone Mare okay if you don't have Lich King? Sure. Sounds fine. If you're trying to play a budget deck, which means you're probably playing at low ranks, you will have enough success with Bone Mare. I don't think you need to go spend money to win the game. You can definitely reach Legend probably with Bone Mare in your deck. Will you have 80% win rate? Probably not. But that's probably less due to the amount of cards in your deck and more due to the fact that you probably haven't played 10,000 games with the deck. And you haven't memorized every card in every meta deck and how to play around all of them and the interactions and all that stuff. So it's more just about that. It's going to determine your win rate more so than the cards you particularly own. We're going to lose.
Excuse me.
We'll just set that up to die, I guess. Seems better than Frostbolting it because you can heal it. Hopefully he doesn't have the revive. If he has the revive, we're pretty screwed. Marns into Lich King into revive Lich King is pretty good. No revive, that's good. If he heal trades, we do a Cabal Crystal or Coin Ping. If he doesn't heal it, then we can just play Bittertide Hydra. 1-5. Now we can play Bittertide Hydra and trade the 1-5.
Well played.
We might win. Bittertide kills Lich King. Heal, not death. Not death. $24 is a lot of life to get through in time. He got Hydra from my deck. 10, 11. He just used the silence, so hopefully he can't silence it again. That's no good. He just using AoE, so I think I want to go wide on the board. I don't think we ever win if we start killing all these minions. So hoping to try and find Mirror Entity there to deny his ability to develop additional threats. We're so dead.
I'm late.
Might be able to
I'm
win.
late.
I need to find these meteors, man. If I start using fireballs and stuff to clear, we're gonna find ourselves inability to reach enough burn to kill him. So I'm hoping to try and find the meteors. I run multiple copies of meteor in my deck. That's gonna make this a lot harder to win, but now I can think about maybe exhausting all of his threats, which is also gonna be very difficult. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Definitely need to kill that guy. Hopefully we can get something that is fine. I'd rather develop my minion than ping. We still have 2 glyphs in here and 2 meteors. So there's going to be boards where we can do a lot of work with those.
I found it first.
Let's extend our value, get some taunts out there. If we can get an obsidian statue, we can fatigue this guy potentially. Exhaust all of his threats. Give me an obsidian statue. Alright, we got Ysera's. That's not bad either. Ysera's can be difficult for him to kill.
I dream the world.
Doesn't die on board, hopefully. He doesn't have like a Lich King card that kills it. Got value, that's good. And he doesn't even place around Meteor. I really piece of shit. 2 meteors, 7 cards. Let's go. Fuck this game, dude. Lich King card out of the way. We're doing great. We're gonna need the value of this Kabbalah stone.
I'm game. I'm game.
2 meteors, 5 cards, man. Both meteors bottom 5. Bottom 5. Both meteors bottom 4.
I'm game.
We got so close to exhausting his threats. If we had some like one meteor, man, we would have just made it. But they both had to be here. Give me a meteor. Meteor, 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 meteor. Remaining cards are Meteor, Meteor, Kirin, Tor, Mage.
Warriors of the frozen
Maybe he doesn't have second Shadow Word Death. Two meteors, bottom 3! The only threat remaining in his deck is Yashiraj. It would have pulled no minions. So, I meteor that Yashiraj and that other guy, and then he has no threats left. I just play my minions and win the game.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Alright, we want to find Mana Worm, Arcanologist, Kirin Tor, Mage. Keeping double Arcanologist is pretty good against Mage. Against most decks. Arcanologist is broken in this deck. It's a 2-3 that draws a card. It's insane. We run 5 secrets, so it pretty much always draws a card on turn 2 and 3. Now we just need to find Kirin Tor.
What to do? What to do?
Man, Hearthstone's such a dead game. 151 friends. 1, 2. No, this guy is playing World of Warcraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people online of 151. All my friends are inactive. For mana efficiency, I think I want to play Mirror Entity to interact with his board state the best. Alex TV just subscribed. Welcome back, Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Wouldn't I still lose fatigue? I probably would still lose fatigue in that game, yeah.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
The perfect counterplay.
Cast a spell? I want to cast
It's
a
a
spell.
wizard.
An incredible discovery.
Oh, now I can still do that. Why don't you just ping it?
Spells
Some people.
so fun.
Now I don't have to play Arcanologist Ping, I can just play Crystal Runner.
I'm late. I'm late.
Crystal Runner is big! 5 for 4. Stack goo.
I'm late.
Cast another spell, I dare ya.
I wonder. We have many secrets.
An incredible discovery. An incredible discovery.
What is the best deck in the meta versus this deck and its variants? Temple Mage really struggles against Zoo and Paladin. Two non-existent decks, which is why I'm having above 80% win rate with the deck. Decks that fight for the board with minions that are difficult to remove and constantly flood minions and don't play spells, so my counterspell and spellbender do nothing,
I'm late.
are difficult to beat. Mainly because half my cards do nothing and I can't remove all their minions because they constantly play minions. So this deck is really capitalizing on the absence of Paladin in today's metagame.
I found it first.
I can't do that.
My hand is god awful, but we were pushing that damage. How's it against Evolved Shaman? Depends what you glyph. If you glyph AoE, you're fine. Otherwise, it can be a bit of a struggle. Decks that play a lot of minions are difficult for this deck. His minion does 1 damage, so I'm not in any rush to kill it, which means I have time to draw or develop secrets as I please.
We have many secrets.
Someday I'll be just like you.
It's a flimsy card, man. What's that doing in your deck? So flimsy.
I wonder.
I'll take that.
That belongs in a museum.
Meteor, not good in aggro decks, they told me. Put 2 meteors in my aggro deck, win rate goes up 10%. Meteor is taking its mid-range, which is what the kills us. Own merit. Skill main meta is. I agree, that's why I played 2 of them. If I had played 3 of them, I would play 3 of them. If I could play 4 of them, I would not play 4 of them. But I've low rolled all the RNG and he's high rolled all the RNG. We're still winning. So we're doing good things.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Uh-oh. 6, 12. 15 damages. I'm gonna try and get the glyph first. I was thinking about whether or not I want to roll the Hydra this turn, but I don't think the Hydra is good.
All fire one. All fire one.
6, 12, 13. 13. 13 equals 13. Lethal. 4 plus 4 plus 2 equals 10. Our current mana count
Excuse me.
was
You
8.
are on fire.
8 is not equal to 10.
Excuse me. You are on fire.
Uh-oh. What secrets does he play? He probably plays another counter spell, so he's got counter spell up.
Excuse me. You are on fire.
Might use ping. Okay. So we gotta beat counter spell and maybe even spellbender or ice block.
Well played.
Probably a spellbender.
Right away.
We have many secrets.
No shit, I shouldn't have played that.
Secrets.
It's 2 mere entities, 2 counter spells. Interesting. I guess that's pretty standard. I thought it was ice block for some reason. Or spellbender. 2 mere entities. I might have just thrown the game though. He has 10 damage. Looking for 4. He needs either Fireball, and that's it. Fireball's only out, or Glyph into something. Fireball, or Glyph into something. Or Freeze, Blizzard, Flame Strike would do it. Let's see what he's got. No, he doesn't have it. I almost threw that game, but I didn't get quite to throwing it. I tossed it, I didn't throw it. The issue with Mirror Entity is you can't utilize it to set up your Medivh spell lasers consistently.
You asked for it.
And it's really easy to play around. Most decks have minions that just suck. They play to beat Mirror Entity. Madworm Arcanologist, geared to Mage. Can you show me the deck you're using? It'll probably show up if you Google Firebat's Potato. Let me see if that's true. Firebat's Potato. Nope, doesn't come up. I wish it did. If you Google Firebat's Potato Mage, does it come up? Let's see. No. I thought someone put it on Hearthstone.
What to do?
Doesn't come up.
To do.
We got Mana Worm, then we're gonna play Arcanologist, then we're gonna play Kirator Mage. Why did I ban Potato Boy? Because I've never seen Potato Boy before in my entire life, and then he immediately came into the chat and said, you should change your deck list to command to I don't care, I don't give a fuck, and I'm not gonna update my deck list. And I said, that was rude, and then he said it again, and then I banned him. And so to show that I care, there's a deck list on Hearthstone. I'm not a potato boy.
An incredible discovery.
I don't want to get my guy value traded, so I coined just the ability for it to trade up. Still got value traded by the rover, coincidentally enough.
An incredible discovery.
This didn't work out always the way I wanted it to.
The scourge will devour all.
I don't think I played this game correctly at all. That's why I let you guys know that. I could have played this better.
We will devour this.
Maybe we'll get lucky. But I fucked this one up, man.
We have many secrets.
I'm late. I'm late.
Uh-oh. No roar?
Quickly.
Alright, we're at 2 life. You know. Ah.
A natural mistake.
We lose to Zoo. We lose to Zoo Druid, and we lose to like Zoo Paladin decks. So we gotta try and not verse those if possible.
Well played.
Before I had shared that information, I had never versed any of those decks. That's not true. I versed one Zoo. Alright, I'm at 80% win rate. I want to stop playing Mage and preserve my Potato Boy win rate. Because I don't want to go below 80%. I don't feel like trying very hard right now. So what should I play? Let's play Murloc Paladin. No one plays Murloc Paladin anymore. I don't know why. It's so good. I'm gonna play some mid-range Paladin. Featuring Murlocs, dude. I don't think Secret Mage is a meta-defining deck. I don't think people adjust their decks to beat Secret Mage. Isn't Lich King better than Reg? Depends how you define better. Depends a lot of things, man. Lich King does not heal nearly as much. Reg Lightlord's way better at healing than Lich King is. Lich King's way better at generating cards, because Lightlord doesn't generate cards.
Hail and well met.
Ah, sweet Jesus. I'm gonna try and play as many Murlocs as possible. Right? No, if he full maybe he's gonna Doomsayer me. Does Handbuff Paladin play Doomsayer? What's going on with that? I don't think they play Doomsayer. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be super aggressive and try and go 1-1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Whoa. Shit. I don't think we're gonna win. He's playing like my deck, but he has +1/+1 on all of his guys. I want to have the maximum amount of Murlocs alive, so I don't want to like bump into this guy. Maybe we can still War Leader. He has a perfect curve with hand buffs. Did you just go off face? Please go off face. Go off face. Oh, yeah. Face. Face. Alright, we have a chance. It's still not good for us. But I'm pretty sure we killed the war leader.
The light dims, but we fight.
Oh no, we're dead again. Consecrate.
A misstep.
Okay. Something tells me he may play Divine Favor. We play another Consecrate. Okay, Consecrate. Maybe I guess I did it too prematurely. I didn't realize he was playing these things in his deck, though. Yeah, ignore it. Good call. Don't kill it. Yeah, Spike Ridge Steed's not real. Who plays Spike Ridge Steed? Am I right, guys? If he has Spellbreaker, I'm pissed. But, our chance of winning went from 0%, or I guess our chance of winning was 5% because we had one Consecrate. Or 4 point, whatever. And then it went up from that to a lot because we have Spike Ridge Steed. He has Tarim left. So that's why he went off face, because he has Tarim. But he doesn't get lethal through the Spike Ridge Steed every time. Maybe we still get there, man. But no, we're pretty fucked. That's why he did it, because he had Tarim in his hand. And if we played Spike Ridge Steed, we would lose. So it makes sense. That's why I was like, he's gotta have Spellbinder or Spike Ridge Steed, otherwise it makes no sense. Well, mid-range Paladin struggles against aggro Paladin. If he top decked Tarim, then he's bad.
Your soul shall be mine.
So unlucky for him.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, 1 jab, 2 jab, 3 jab. Here we go. More Zoo. Is Zoo popular?
Truth is found in death.
Three threes up trade, 2 twos.
Job's done. How long can this go? How long can this
So broken.
Reporting for duty.
Prince Caliseth. If he didn't have Prince, man, then his whole board's clear and then we spike Steed and win. But Prince makes his guys so we can't trade. Fun and interactive gameplay.
For justice.
It's okay, we'll high roll him and Finja and get rid of everything. I played Kazeth Zoo too. It didn't seem very good. I think it's overrated and not very strong. I didn't play Cobalt, Scalebane, or Serenite Chain Gang though. Also didn't draw Kaliseth, which made it a lot worse.
Ungoro belongs to the fight. Extraordinary.
How long can this go on? How long?
When you draw Prince Kaliseth, Serenite Chain Gang is good. Then you just rip 2 Serenite Chain Gangs. It's quite powerful.
Let me.
Is there a good consecrate play here? Consecrate, trade, trade, trade. Use weapon. Playing its whole board seems ideal.
For justice.
Casting Rock. And the coins. We're just dead. That's not good. He removed my weapon, killed my guy, and played a 5/8. And a 2/2 with charge. What the hell? That was a ridiculous turn. I don't think anyone has taken Vicious Syndicate data seriously in like 10 seasons. Once Vicious Syndicate got like popular enough, there was so much like terrible data being added to it that I don't think it's a very good accurate reflection of the ladder metagame. Which I guess is kind of a bold statement, but I don't know. If I were to prepare for tournaments, I wouldn't utilize their data currently.
Reporting for duty.
It's like too big of an area to be accurate. I don't know. There's too many bad players to utilize it now. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I think that's the truth. There's people that contribute data to that are just not good at the game. You use their data,
The menagerie is for guests only.
it's not the most helpful thing in the world. I feel the tame about Tempo Storm meta snapshots. I don't use Tempo Storm meta snapshots more than I don't use Vicious Syndicate data. Like, most of them are creating data that is not, you know, supposed to be used for tournament play. The data is supposed to be used for the general public, the 99%, which is like pre-rank 5 people. if you're pre-rank 5, I think you can use any of those data sources, and it's amazing. It'll be very helpful to you. If you're a first-time or second-time Legend player, I'm sure you can use any of those data sources, and it'll be amazing and helpful for you. If you're a high-level tournament player, I don't think you should use those sources. But some of them do. There's just like a difference, you know, depending on what level you're trying to play the game at. Am I saying that most Legend players are bad? I am saying that most Legend players are bad. Yes. I believe that most Legend players are bad, especially towards the end of the month. I'm going to say there's a big difference, but let's frame that in a way that's less offensive to the general population. I'm not trying to say that most Legend players are bad. I am. But I'm trying to say that most tournament players that are high level and consistently win are really, really good. And I don't think we can undervalue that by just lumping them in with the general Legend player. I think that's a misassumption. I think they'll play the game differently, and I think they'll play the game better. That's why when you look at these stats, you'll see like matchups on there that I believe are like just 100% wrong. Whereas like for example, Control Warlock is considered tier 4, and I think that's just super, super wrong. Control Warrior is considered tier 4, yet it's brought by over half of the players in the Summer Championship. Why? If the data's correct, then that means everyone in the Summer Championship is just really, really silly and bringing really bad decks. So, is that the case? You know? Is it more accurate to say that the average Legend player isn't tournament caliber? That is what I said. By saying that the average Legend player isn't good, I'm saying they're tournament caliber. They're not tournament caliber. I don't think people would play a super, super, super bad deck, i.e. tier 4, almost so bad that it's not even considered to be ranked very often. Even if it targets perfectly, if these numbers are accurate, then it's still just garbage to bring. So you have to understanding how much of an advantage you need to have to justify completely all-in targeting on something. So these players do not believe that it's a bad deck. I should have just played Counter Mage. This is garbage.
The land serves me.
Right. What you guys are not understanding from what I'm saying is that the difference between the tier 4 and the tier 1 is not significant enough to justify bringing it in a conquest format if the difference is actually true. Even with a ban. Because it's so much worse than the tier 1 decks that you would never ever bring it, even if the ban increased it. Why am I trying to argue with chat? Because I'm trying to convey my point, but people are telling me that I'm wrong.
What to do?
But they're not telling me why I'm wrong, other than that I'm wrong. Which makes me believe that they have no argument. I don't know, man. I think Control Paladin is a tier 4 deck even if played correctly. Yes, I think Control Paladin is terrible. Glad we got that out of the way, though. I'm trying to say that professional players are better than the average Legend player, and people are telling me, nah, man, you're You're wrong. Just a different format, bruh. I don't know, team. Pros might be good at the game. That's why they might be pros.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
Yeah. I also said that I'm probably... The tournament level players are not the audience for the VS meta report. But I was explaining why I don't use it to dictate my deck selection. I think it serves a purpose and is fine at the purpose it serves. God damn it. Being dead sucks, dude.
I wonder. What to do? What to do? Time runs out on me.
There's like no way for me to do anything here that's actually good. I'm so close to being able to kill him. Fireball, 5/5, play counterspell, but then how do I win? If I use the fireball, there's no way I'm burning him out over the top, which means I need to regain board control at 4 life, which sounds impossible. So I feel like I needed to save both fireballs and the frostbolt and the Badib's Valet and try and get a window of opportunity to utilize the burn enough. I could have potentially got away with using the frostbolt and then top decking something, so like frostbolt fireball I think is the other play. But I decided meteor into glyph into freeze effect was likely. But if I utilize the fireball, I think I'm always going to lose that game because I need to find burn over the top because I can't stabilize the board position ever. I mean, Rayned was a competitive player when he played the game professionally. He hasn't played the game professionally in a while. He does other stuff. Rayned runs an esports organization. He's like making his card game. He's streaming. He's doing all this other crap. So it makes sense if he's not a high-level tournament player while he doesn't play tournaments or practice the game to play tournaments. I'm sure if he really wanted to do that, he could. But he's not doing that currently. For example, when I was playing, when I was doing casting and only casting, and I casted an event every weekend, turned out I got pretty bad at the game because when I tried to play competitive after that, I struggled because for a year I casted an event every weekend trying to become a caster. So, I mean, it just depends what direction you're doing. Obviously, if you play the game more, you're better at the game. And that's like the simplest thing that people don't understand. A lot of the streamers that they look up to and adore, sometimes they're not so great when they don't play, but if they play, they're very good. It turns out playing the game makes you get better at the game. Alright. That is going to be it for me for today. Thanks for everybody for tuning in to the stream. I appreciate the support. As to the random little arguments about like VS data accuracy for tournament level play and stuff, I can't argue with all of you at the same time. If you guys can come together, all raise your hand and elect a spokesperson, and then come at me with one unified argument, and I can talk with you about it. But it's very difficult to argue with 100 different people that have 100 different opinions at once, all at the same time. Because I have no idea what the hell your argument is. It's going in 12 different directions at the same time. So when you guys elect a spokesperson, get back to me, all right? And then we'll figure it out. So unify that, get everybody, submit some ballots, maybe email each other, maybe send letters by Falcon to one another, and get a concisus, and then send a Falcon to Berkeley, and I'll pick it up at the Falcon station, and we'll get the notes together, and then I'll resend you the Falcon mail back, and we can all come to a consensus. So, Analog Rebellion, that's the guy that's nominated. Everybody send your Falcon mail to him.